Yes, I have a new graphics card again. One that actually works. Suck it, former uncooperative graphics card. You've been replaced. Sorry about that. Got a little overexcited for a moment. Hello everybody, Dark Phoenix Ninja 92 here, bringing you an update video. And just one thing first, let me apologize for my overly cluttered desktop. I haven't gotten around to installing fences on this computer yet. So you will have to deal with the fact that my desktop is a little hideous at the moment while I talk. So let's get these things out of the way. I have quite a bit of news to dispense. Most of it's actually quite good. You see, I recently went out to Best Buy, not the closest one that's about 2 hours away, and bought myself a new graphics card, and stuck it in my computer. I am now the proud owner of an XFX RX 470 4GB graphics card. And I know that's a bizarre sounding model number configuration thing, but all graphics cards model things sound bizarre to me, to be perfectly honest. The point is, I have a graphics card that will not shut down my computer when I try to play games. And that is very good. I'm currently in the process of reinstalling a bunch of games because you may remember me mentioning this. I had something happen a while ago. I still don't know what. But as a result of it, I had to basically reinstall everything from scratch. I was able to keep all my data, but all my programs got uninstalled. Which, unfortunately, meant that my Kaiserreich Let's Play that I had started had ended prematurely for a time because of the fact that I lost the save files. Luckily for me, and I'm very happy this was the case, my Let's Play of Baldur's Gate with the Fighter Thief Hybrid Toby is not going to be suffering from a premature death via save non-existence thing, because that save game was actually preserved. When I reinstalled Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2, I discovered that my computer's configuration method that I used for this particular reset had actually kept the Baldur's Gate Easy Tutu, which is the name of the mod that I'm using for that Let's Play. It had actually kept the files, so I can load into my save games for that, and all 13 saves for that Let's Play are still present. So my Baldur's Gate Let's Play will be continuing, but it's not going to be highest on my priority list. As I'm sure you will probably have guessed, the priority of Let's Plays, in the order I will be doing them going forward, is as follows. XCOM 2, because yes, fuck yes, XCOM baby. And The Witcher Enhanced Edition, because I am really enjoying the story in that and I want to keep on enjoying it. After that, actually, let me open up my folder and actually look at the stuff I have going on to tell you. Let's see. After that, my Skyrim roleplay with Elia. After that, Kaiserreich. After that, Fallout 3. After that, Baldur's Gate. Just ignore the Dragon Age Origins. That's something that I recorded my first session of it, but then decided to wait to put it up because everyone and their grandmother was doing a Dragon Age Origins Let's Play at the time. And just so you know, around the same time I'm doing all those Let's Plays, I'm going to be uploading Alan Wake a little bit in between because, and I'll check in my videos folder to make sure that's the case, I have 5 Alan Wake videos here, but I'm pretty sure that they've all been uploaded at this point. That sounds about right. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I've uploaded all my Alan Wake. I just kept the videos in case I needed them. And unfortunately, I didn't have any more footage, so the past 6 to 8 months of graphics card non-functionality meant I couldn't play Alan Wake. Which, for a survival horror type game, is actually very good, and you should go and check it out. But anyways, that's the order in which I'm going to be commencing my Let's Plays going forward in terms of priority. So actually, I should open up a Word document and make note of that so I don't forget. Because that would be very, very embarrassing. So, let's see here. And this is going to go up completely raw, basically. I'm just going to edit it and put it up. Or possibly just put it up. I might just go, fuck it, this is all going up as is. So, LP priority list. And I want that to be smaller. So 12. 1 is going to be XCOM 2. And I have to have it like that just because it offends me if you have one and then the other, because I don't like the small spaces. Let's see. The Witcher Enhanced Edition. Let's see. After that, Skyrim. Actually, I should put the full name, because otherwise that will bother me. Elia's Tale. And to those of you who don't know by this point where the name of that particular main character came from, I'll just spoil it for you. It's a ripoff from Game of Thrones. I basically took the name of a character in Game of Thrones and used it for my main character, albeit making her a wood elf. Let's see, Elder Scrolls. Then it was Fallout 3 with Alex, who I was basically dying a whole lot at the end of the last one, I seem to remember, so I may have to reload a save for that. So if that happens, deal with it. Let me see. After Fallout 3, Kaiserreich with Russia. Which, it's quite unfortunate that my Kaiserreich save ended up going kaplooey, because I rather liked how things were going. It was rather hilarious how I ended. You won't have seen any of this, but basically I did a bunch of expansion and stuff, and the very last video I recorded before I got rid of them all, since I would not have been able to do anything beyond those, was Persia declaring war on me. Oh yeah, and Afghanistan declaring war on me too. That was really quite funny. And it's a shame it won't be in this, because Kaiserreich is so random, you can only guarantee that won't happen again. No priority level, I'll call this. Alan Wake. And yeah, that is going to be my list. Hopefully that's actually in the order that it went up. And yeah, I just want to mention one other little thing that is totally unrelated, but I feel like bringing up. At some point, and this will be either in one of my live streams, which, by the way, those are continuing. I'll just be doing them on this computer now, rather than doing them on my laptop hooked up to my monitor. At some point, I am going to start recording myself doing web design. basically I will have Sublime Text 3 here, which by the way is an awesome text editor and you should all go get it and use it. It's free, so when you're buying it, you're just giving the creators money because you like their program, not because you have to buy it. But yeah, I'm going to be using Sublime Text 3 for my web design, because once you actually turn these into HTML documents and therefore web pages, you can actually... Sublime has some functionality built in, and I am not sponsored by them or anything. This is not a plug, I just think they're a good program. They have some functionality built in where it can predict what sort of tags you're trying to use and put them in for you, or just come up with a list of the most likely, which is very handy. But anyways, I'm going to do a bunch of programming in that, whilst also having my web page that I'm creating open in Google Chrome, and probably a couple of other tabs open where I will be Googling stuff that I've somehow forgotten how to do in my programming, because at this point I've only gotten up to being decent with HTML and CSS. I cannot do JavaScript yet, because the way I tend to learn things like that is I will go through a tutorial and then I'll sort of make some stuff on my own, and that's how I learn things. But yeah, I'm going to do that sometime, and I'm not sure yet if it will be a video series that goes up on my channel, or if I'm going to just decide to make it a live stream that I do regularly. And by the way, you may have noticed this, all of my live streams are going up on Twitch, and I'm not putting them on my YouTube channel. That is deliberate. Those live streams are Twitch exclusive for the time being. I may decide to put them up on YouTube at some point, but at the moment I do not think that would be very good, because for one thing, I just kind of like the idea of having that be a thing that's just on Twitch, and for another, at the moment I really don't have an option to upload anywhere other than my home, so that's going to be a bit of an issue, let's just say, because my internet is still crappy. I can do 480p live streaming no problem, but I think if I tried to bump it up to 720 we would have issues, which is also something else I want to mention. At the moment it's still going to be a little bit before any of my Let's Plays resume, even with this, because it's going to take me a few days to get everything installed. You might see this is the list of things I'm going through to install right now, and Shadow of Mordor is at 17.6 gigs because I spent basically the whole day with my computer on downloading. And the thing you need to keep in mind is that I have XCOM 2 at the top of my priorities list. I have The Witcher downloaded and installed, so that's not going to be an issue. But XCOM 2 is over 20 gigabytes to download and install, and that will take a very long time. I remember when I preloaded that game, it took me basically forever just to pre-allocate enough disk space. It must have been like 30-40 minutes. So that is not going to be a quick process, and I'm not going to be able to start doing any Let's Plays again until XCOM 2 is on my system, because that is slated to be my #1 priority, and I will not change that for anything. In any case, this has been a fairly long update video. I'm looking in the bottom right corner for what Open Broadcaster is telling me, and we're pushing 14.5 minutes now, and it's probably going to be at the 15-minute mark before I'm done. Or not, because I may just stop now. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. So, I think this has been everything I really need to talk about for the moment. Thank you to everyone who sat through this mammoth update video, and look forward to Let's Plays resuming again soon, because as much as you probably did not enjoy there being no content for about 8 months or thereabouts, you could sure as hell bet I did not enjoy being unable to produce any videos for that same length of time. It was just as much torture to me as it was to you to not have that ability, let me assure you. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. This has been Dark Phoenix Ninja 92, and I look forward to seeing you in my Let's Plays in the very near future, and also seeing you on my Twitch channel for my live streams, which, let me remind you, are on, and I just started rambling again. Yes, let me just remind you, those live streams are taking place on Sundays at 3 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the regular starting time. I will occasionally do one on Saturdays, but my bosses tend to be assholes, and they usually have me working on Saturdays, so that's not going to be too common. But if you're interested in any of that, then please come out. I really do appreciate any support. And thank you for watching this long-ass update video. If you made it all the way through, I salute you, sir or madam. You sure have a lot of patience, and probably more than I would for something like this. I would probably just be pressing the fast forward button every few seconds after something bored me. So I will see you for my next video. See you then.